Fellow students of Westside, once again I am forced to make a response to the wild accusations offered to you by your youth minister, J. McGuirk. I refer to him as your youth minister instead of our youth minister because after last week's manifesto, I cannot, in good conscience, consider him my youth minister. No minister that I know would use such superlative methods to openly and publicly attack one of his students. These acts are not only disgusting and petty, but they are an abomination towards the Lord. Reverend McGuirk, or Brother J as he hates to be called, is always reminding us to be like Christ, or let our lives show our faith. So where exactly is it in the Bible that we see Jesus attacking people because of a sport they play, Reverend? Is it in the back somewhere? Far be it from me to stoop to his level of personal attacks, but I feel I must address his misleading statements. First of all, are you seriously comparing soccer players to terrorists? Because of one rogue soccer player who sided with Al-Qaeda, you have now condemned all soccer players. The dictator of Cuba, communist leader Fidel Castro, was once a baseball player. Should we also ban baseball too? What about Ray Lewis or O.J. Simpson? Should we ban football and consider all of its players murderers? Do you see, Reverend, how absurd your logic is? Secondly, how dare you question my athletic ability by labeling me just a goalie? I do a lot more than just stand around, I'll have you know. I dare you to come try one of my regular workouts and see if you can hang with me. From the looks of it, you've been eating way too many of those donuts that you give us every Sunday morning. Are you sure that you're not buying a baker's dozen on Sundays and only giving 12 of them away? One day of working out with me and you would be hugging the garbage can and bowing down to the elite athletes who call themselves soccer players. Thirdly, you assert that soccer goes against human nature. I find that amusing, since it requires a unique balance of dexterity and skill to play without using your hands. Any monkey can throw a ball. Only a true athlete can use only their feet, body, and heads to accomplish what soccer demands. Finally, Reverend, I do not think you are committed to your position as you would have us think. Let me put that into terms so that you can understand, Brother J. You are a hypocrite. Confirm. You're a hypocrite. This past week at Student Life Camp, there was a rumor floating around, which was later confirmed, that you were on the rec field playing a game called handball. For those of you who are unaware of this game, it is second to only to the most popular sport in the world, which of course would be soccer. It is a soccer-like game that uses a smaller ball and allows participants to use their hands. Basically, it is soccer for the uncoordinated. Not only were you spotted playing in the game, but my intelligent reports say you even tried your hand at, yes, you guessed it, goalie. Oh, so you think you can make fun of me for being a goalie, but yet you can do it? And it's okay, yeah, right. I was told that the first person of many to score on you was a middle schooler who had never played before. So how was it that just standing around out there worked out for you? Also, there are several people who were at a recent student ministry cookout who saw your son, Riley Wilson McGuirk, kicking around a soccer ball. one of your own offspring, openly defying his father and playing a banned sport in his household called soccer. Doesn't 1 Timothy say that pastors should have control over their families? Because if they can't control their own families, then they shouldn't lead in the church. I don't see you resigning, but I do see your son playing some soccer. What's the deal here? Just as I thought, you are as hypocritical as you were wrong about the sport of soccer. Since you fancy yourself quite the athlete, then maybe it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is. Maybe the only way for us to peacefully resolve this unfortunate disagreement is to actually meet on a soccer field. That's the big rectangular field with the lines and 2 goals on it. Since it's nothing but running around and standing there, you should have nothing to worry about. That's how I'll close my response to you, Reverend. Are you looking for a challenge? Will you go head to head with me? The ball is in your court. Or should I say, on the field. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless our student ministry.